Once you have written your post and attached all the correct information in it, so you have your title, you have your content, you have your images, you have your categories, your post formats, your tags, and everything else is in place, it's time to publish your content. All the publishing features are found under the Publish panel inside Edit Post. And from here, you can actually do quite a bit more than just publish. First of all, you can save any post as a draft, as you've seen throughout the course so far, and you can also preview the post at any time while you're editing it. In addition, you can throw your post away by moving it to trash if you don't like it, and if you do that, you can later go back to All Posts, go to Trash, and resurrect any of the posts by simply clicking Restore, and they come back. But that's beside the point. Of course, when you're finished writing, the last thing you want to do is move it to trash. You want to publish it. So I'm going to walk you through the different settings here so you understand what happens when you publish. From the top, we have Status. When you write a new post, it always gets automatically set to draft because it's a draft. You can now go in and change that draft to pending review if you want to. You would do this if you have multiple people managing your site and maybe you want someone else to look at it. This status is also there because if you have a user that's registered as a contributor or an author, they don't have permission to publish content. Instead, when they want to publish content, they save it and it gets automatically appended to pending review. And then someone with publishing capabilities can then see that it's listed under pending review, read it, edit it, and then publish it. Under status, you have visibility. Now you have 3 levels of visibility for any post in WordPress. Public, which is default, which means once you publish it, anyone can see it. You have password protected, which, like it sounds, allows you to add a password to the post, which means someone has to have a password to be able to read it. And you can also set it to private. If it's set to private, the only people who can see the post are people who are registered as users on your site and who have a password. They have to log into the site to be able to see your post even on the front page. For the rest of the world, the post simply doesn't exist. So I'll set that back to public, and then you see we have an additional option here. It says, stick this post to the front page. This is an interesting function. It allows you to sort of weight the post. That means you're telling WordPress, this post is so important, it should go on top of the regular blog stream, even when newer content is available. Because as you know, on the front page of WordPress and in all the index pages, your posts are listed in a reverse chronological order, meaning that whatever was published most currently will always be on top, except in the cases of a sticky post. A sticky post will always appear on top of the content that was most recently published. Under visibility, you have an option that says Publish Immediately and then has an edit button. It looks a little odd until you click on it. And then you realize you can schedule your posts to any date you want. Let me give you a couple of examples of when that would be useful. The first one is, let's say you wrote 7 articles and you want each article to publish on consecutive Wednesdays at 7 a.m. All you have to do then is create all the articles inside WordPress, go in and edit Publish Immediately, and change the date to the specific date and time you want each of these articles to be published. And then, because you changed it, the button down here will change from Publish to Schedule, and WordPress will sit and hold on to the post until the time comes when it will be released automatically. That way, you don't have to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning on every Wednesday and publish your content manually. You can also use this function if you have older content that you want to backdate. That means, for example, if you have an old website that had content that was written several years ago, and you're moving to a new website, you can then go in and change the publishing date to the original publishing date from the original content. That way, when people go in and look at the order of your content, they'll see that this stuff is older. After you've made the necessary changes inside the Publish panel, and you're satisfied with what you have, it's time to publish. And not surprisingly, to publish your content, you simply click the big blue Publish button. Click the button, your post is published, and you can now view it on your site. If immediately upon publishing your content you realize you made a mistake, you can now either go in and click on the status and change it back to draft, and it'll be taken off the web again, or you can go in and quickly make a change and then click update, and the post will be automatically updated immediately. Once you've published your article, it's always a good idea to click on View Post right away, so that you can see the article on your website and you can make sure that it works the way it's supposed to. You should also go to the front page and make sure that the article displays properly on the front page so that you know that everything works the way it's supposed to. Publishing your post is the final crucial step in the web publishing process. And just like with everything else, WordPress makes every effort to make it as flexible and easy as possible for you, whether you want to publish your post right away or schedule it for the future.